So one day I was just laying in bed scrolling on Instagram. All of a sudden I felt disgust, and that is the moment I know I need to delete Instagram. Hi, my name is Cindy. I'm 25 years old who loves cooking and just sharing my thoughts on this journey of adulting. So today I'm gonna talk about the story that I delete Instagram for 7 days, and while I share it, we're gonna make some shepherd's pie. This is not the first time that I delete Instagram, so I kind of know how it goes. I set the time limit for a week, so it is not too long that my brain would freak out. But some people might think, oh, it's so short, it's just 7 days. It's not that difficult. But trust me, as the generation that is so heavily dependent on the internet and social media, it is not as easy as it seems. After the potato, I cut into small pieces and boil it in salted water. Heat up a pan with some olive oil and add in your chopped onions and your ground beef. So I started this challenge on a Wednesday. So day one was fine. My brain have to make an effort not to go on Instagram when I'm on my phone, but it wasn't like I was missing anything. And day two and day three was fine as well because I was at work the whole day and I usually do not have time to be on my phone. But when the evening kicks in, I did feel a little bit of an urge to go on Instagram, and that's the same for day 4 and day 5. Like those 2 days were a little bit more difficult as it was the weekend. I had more free time, so the urge is a lot more than the first few days. But then the thing is, no matter how much I want to go on Instagram, I cannot. I need to, like I did purposely stop my brain from clicking the app. And while the ground beef and vegetable are cooking in the pan, let's check on the potatoes, and if a fork can go through it easily, drain out all the water and just mash the potato with a fork. But if you have a potato masher, go for it. But today I'm just using a fork to break it down into smaller pieces and seasoning with some salt and pepper if needed. And once everything is done, we can lay it down in a oven-safe container. Bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. So some of the things that I did was to distract my brain by reading a book, going for a walk, like anything that I can do. And by the end of day 7, I kind of got used to it of not having Instagram as it is the normal thing. And when I went back on like day 8, right after the challenge, it felt different in a way that I don't have the urge anymore, or it just may be because our brain doesn't like to feel being restricted. So my biggest takeaway from this challenge is that it is good to delete social media once in a while. It is kind of like a mental break that you're just here in the moment with yourself or with your friends, with your families, on whatever that you're doing. But more than being on the extreme side that just deletes social media all at once, or being on the social media all the time. Like what I learned is to have the balance. Sometimes we're so caught up in a moment that we just waste hours on just scrolling, of not using our time wisely, and which time is the most valuable things that we have. Like we can be on social media, but we need to make a more conscious decision to set a limit, or at least noticing that when we're scrolling away more than what we want. So here it is, the shepherd's pie. Let's take a look. I mean, it looks better when it was in the whole tray, but once you cut it out, it kind of falls apart. I'm not sure what's like the method that it will make them stick together, or I have to make it like in a smaller tray, but it looks pretty solid. Like the potato stays pretty well together. I mean, I didn't mash it that much because I like it to have like sort of like a bigger chunk, but let's do a taste test. I mean, the flavor is very simple. It's just like ground beef and potato. It does have like a little bit of sweetness. I believe it comes from the vegetable though. But this one is also very easy to make. You can make a huge batch and then put it in the freezer. It's like very meal prep friendly. I mean, I will probably add a little bit ketchup on the side though. That's just my taste don't roast me on that, but I think it'll do pretty well. Let me try it. Cause I don't know, or it's just me, or just like the flavor is not that much, so maybe ketchup would help a little bit, or I just need to put more salt and other seasoning. Okay. Yeah. Ketchup definitely helped though. So there it is, the shepherd's pie. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.